First and foremost, allow me to extend my most heartfelt apologies for the actions of my fellow soldiers. I realise no apology could possibly be sufficient given the circumstances, but I do beg your forgiveness nonetheless. What's going on here?
I've heard rumours of you, Griselda. Normally, one would not suspect to find a woman of noble standing like yourself in a place such as this.
You're well informed, I see.
However, I have difficulty understanding your actions. First you shell our town, then you come to apologise.
You're correct that Gruder is an officer sent by Rom and part of the Roman army. However, his orders were to investigate the primeval lands and report back to us of his findings, nothing more. His actions here were in no way sanctioned by Rom.
What? A soldier not obeying orders? How disgraceful!
Commander Leo, you will continue following the movement of Gruder and his men and report back to me. Pursue them as deep into the Great Forest as is necessary.
Yes, ma'am!
Now, Mayor Aaron, I realise this may startle the people of Highland, and for that I apologise, but I would like to station my soldiers here. What? We cannot have the existence of Highland becoming common knowledge outside the Great Forest. As such, I would like soldiers of my army to stand guard between here and the river to prevent any further intruders. I give you my word that they will cause no harm to the people of Highland under any circumstances.
So that's the situation, is it?
Grandfather.
Very well. You have my blessings in this. You do as you wish.
I'm grateful for your understanding. As for you, Adol Christin, you are free to continue your journey. Good. Huh? I don't recall ever cancelling your outstanding task to complete a map of the Great Forest after all. I feel that you are a vital piece of the puzzle that is currently unfolding in this region. I'm not unfolding. I don't know what I'm doing. And with even a single piece missing, the puzzle cannot be completed. No, more talking to do first.
So that's about the gist of it.
What should we do now, Adol?
Search for El Deal. Yeah, getting your memories back is top priority, so going after El Deal makes sense. Whatever you decide to do, I suggest you cross the sanctuary and journey deeper into the forest.
What lies beyond the sanctuary?
A place called Ashen Forest. Within it sits a settlement where the descendants of those who crossed the distant oceans of Lord Eldiel live. It is known as the Village of the Wise.
Sounds like old people land. Village of the Wise?
Unlike the other people Lord Eldiel brought here, said they've chosen to live in isolation. No one is certain why, however. But they may know something about the Mask of the Sun, as well as Lord Eldiel's changes.
He's just hit puberty, that's all. He's into that black metal now, or whatever. Or punk rock or something, whatever.
Sounds like it would be worth a visit then, or for sure. Not to change the subject, but why is Kalilika standing there all packed up and looking like she's ready to leave?
What a silly question. I'm worried about Lord Eldiel too, you know, and Lisa.
Adol, I would ask that you please take Kalilika with you on your journey. Whatever happens as a result of this current crisis, I feel it will have repercussions throughout the land. And travelling will give Kalilika a good opportunity to decide what path she would walk from this time forward.
Yeah, I think I mentioned something like that last time, but I don't remember. I know I mentioned something Metal Gear related anyway because of the eye patch. Grandfather.
Furthermore, if you're journeying to the Village of the Wise, it may be helpful to have someone from Highland with you.
Happy? No, take good care of her. She's too noisy for me to be happy to have her with us. You're such a Metal Gear fan that you even know which side of the face characters wear the eye patch on. It's too much, I'm telling you.
It'll be a bit lonely here without her, but I trust she'll be safe in your company.
The matter is settled then. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you! Oh yes, Adol. Please take this as well.
Golden wing. I'd rather have a wingding, but not yours. Oh!
You're allowed to walk to any of the monuments you've touched in the entirety of the forest, no matter where you are.
Knew we'd get something like that eventually. Good, because it's a good game.
This would normally be given to apostles only, but I believe in the importance of your mission. It will serve you well.
So we don't have to go find the nearest monolith whenever we want to warp? That sounds incredibly useful, thanks.
Now take care out there, all of you, and best of luck.
Cheers a lump. What do you mean she rejoined the party? She never left it. We were just in a cutscene for the last century. You can only warp to ones you've activated. Yum. Right then. I'm also going to be visiting all the other towns again to see if any more quests have shown up, which they probably have. Right, we didn't use any potions, so it's absolutely fine. Yeah, I think we're all good. An expensive one. It just makes sense.
Bloop bloop.
Can I have some quests? Quests. Okay, have a good night, Mufgeb. See you latte.
Oh, good to see you. Did you see my quest on the board?
No, I haven't found the board yet. Is something you wanted us to do?
There is, yes. Although it's less a request and more a discussion, I have something I'd like to address with you about your artifacts.
Something you'd like to address, huh? Is this about the service of yours? Well, this is about service of yours, isn't it? You're going to tell them then?
Oh, I'm indeed. Oh, sorry, Adol, you probably have no idea what we're talking about. Now that the Mayor has accepted you, I'm free to discuss this with you. This workshop here is known as the Artifact Workshop. As the name implies, I handle special items called artifacts here.
That's what we call complex magically imbued objects. CMIO. Cameo. Like my mace and the streetlights in this town. Basically anything operated using mystical energy rather than oil, coal or other physical forms of power.
Indeed, and all the artifacts in this town were presented to us by Lord Adol. In general, only apostles and apprentice apostles are allowed to possess them for their own personal use. But it seems you already have a few in your possession as well, Adol. I imagine they too must originate from the same source as the ones here. Regardless, the reason I have summoned you here today is to offer my services. I can unleash the full potential of your artifacts.
Unleash the full potential?
Indeed, artifacts contain essentially limitless potential. However, unless that potential has specifically been unleashed, most artifacts only utilise a small portion of it. And as when my services come in, I can tell you I can release the full power of any artifacts. To do so, I need power stones. Gems contain magical power, few of which still remain in existence.
I see. Do you really understand all of that, Adol? Even if you don't, I'm sure you will after you see it for yourself. Will you be able to show us Philemon?
I'd love to, but while I have the facilities and technology here, I'm a bit short on materials at the moment.
I probably have them already.
So can I ask you to bring me some gems?
I knew this wouldn't be as simple as it sounded. What is it you need?
How about unleash the power of your dwarf bracelet first? For that I'll need 1 emerald and 1 topaz.
1 emerald and 1 topaz. Those aren't going to come cheap. But if that's what you need, that's what you need. Let's go see if we can track down those gems, Adol. I've already got them. Here, have them. Where else are you supposed to get them though? I've only got them from chests and stuff so far. Here you go, Philemon. We've brought the gems you requested. There was only 1 item give sound, so you only gave 1 of them.
Thank you. Guess I'll get started then.
Wob? There was only 1 magic sound, so you only used 1 of them.
Well, looks like the process was successful.
Dwarf Bracelet Plus. So what's different about it now? Will it allow us to become even smaller or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. Instead, you can now maintain your physical strength while using the artifact.
Whoa.
So even when you're miniaturized, you can still fight as you normally would.
I see useful, if not a little boring. No, it isn't.
Boring? Boring or not, that's the general gist of what I could do for you here. Oh, and Tamale?
Yeah, Gramps.
Adol and his friends are going to be regular customers here from now on.
Oi, don't say that. I'll decide what I do with my life.
So see to them if they need anything.
Alright. What was with the Too young for that.
Well, do feel free to come back if you need our services again. When you want one of your artifacts unleashed, talk to Tamale.
Job well done.
Good. Yum. First time this has been a thing in a game. Cool. Unleash. Additional damage underwear. Increased HP recovery speed. I won't need that. That's just a convenience thing. Yeah, I don't really need any of these. Maybe the underwater one, because water combat is rubbish. So the faster we can kill them, the better. Oh, what, you can do it again? No, you can't. Nobody needs these anymore. Although I might have been keeping one. No, I wasn't. Nah, just get rid of them. I'll keep that one though, because it is better. Don't need these ones because they're rubbish. And that'll do it. Now where's the quest board? Could be anywhere. Ba-ding. Was it in here? Yeah, boy. Did one before I even found it. 3 silver ingots, how easy. Cathedral. The market and the cathedral. Where's the market? This ain't a market, this is house land. This seems markety. Nobody here has a quest icon. Childs!
They should die!
That was a reference. I'm not actually saying kids should die, don't worry.
Thank you for coming. Did you see my request on the board?
Yes, that's why we're here. What is it you'd like us to do exactly? Actually, I'd like you to defeat a group of Guardians. Guardians? What do you mean exactly? Tower Guardians, you know, they're fine if they remain inside the tower. But for some reason, possibly because of the storms abating, don't you just say stopping? Several of them have wandered into the sanctuary. They haven't gone too far just yet, but they've gone a bit haywire. Hey, a wire. I can't imagine they'd trek all the way to the town, but it's not a risk I'm willing to take. There's no hurry, so you can take care of this request whenever you get the opportunity, assuming you're willing to help, that is. Nah. Of course, leave it to us. Right, Adol? Grim? Oh. Oh. Yeah, it sounds a bit dodgy. Thank you very much. Guardians in question look a lot like enslaves. Oh yeah, those things. I know what you mean. What? But there will be some visible differences. They're also likely to be much stronger than the enslaves you've encountered in the tower before. I confirmed 5 of them in total. They prefer to attack in groups, so if you can defeat them all, the problem will be solved. Thank you again, and do take care. Yeah, sure thing. I don't know where the sanctuary is. What are you on about? Lombard. Wait, what? Is it you? Oh, it is. I thought it said shop above your head. Here you go.
Are we going to sell you silver ingots? I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you don't have any with you. Oh.
Oh. Well, damnation and tarnation and all other kinds of nations. That's just rubbish, that is. Where's the sanctuary? I don't know. What's that? Camp. Why are things glowing? What does it mean? Wait, where is the sanctuary? It's not on the map. You don't mean in the building, do you? Is this the sanctuary? What sanctuary? Alright, I guess I'll just go towards the tower again and find them. At least it means we get music. Is this different music? I think this is different music to what was here before. Tasty. Oh boy. Oh. So is this. Oh, we'll taste that one later. Bloody music overload. The thing hit the ground so hard that stuff flew out of it. This isn't a sanctuary up here. I guess I'm going to have to go back to the other towns and check the quest as well. What a pecker. Oh! I don't even remember this one from when I listened through the soundtrack like once. months ago. So it's a good job I didn't listen to it more than once. This is straight up some power metal. Or melodic metal. I don't know what the defining features are. Mastered already. Oh, they're not over here. I don't feel like fighting that big ass. Except to see how easy they are now. A bit. Especially with freezy power. Oh, I'm being eaten. They still take years, even though we're the right level for it now. Ah, there. Why isn't it on the main map? Because silly. I don't know how this is a sanctuary. Actually, no, I guess a sanctuary can be like an area of land as well. Because like there's wildlife sanctuaries and stuff in real life. Or are they buildings? I don't know. Probably not, because you wouldn't be keeping wildlife very safe in a building, would you? They're supposed to be in the wild. It's going to be so hard to decide if I like this or 7 more. Oh, that's mastered as well now. Oh! I think 7 still has maybe my favourite soundtrack, probably. What do you mean, maybe? It does have my favourite soundtrack. But the bosses and everything in this are a lot better. Oh. Stop pressing the wrong button. Go away, archer thing. Adol's dead, it's not fair. Let's just go to the camp and rest. Wabam! Oh, holy shit. That was a bit good. Do it again. There's no enemies. No, come back, music. Ah, it's lovely here now. There's still no enemies though. What's the point? It's just a waste of time journey now. Oh, there's some enemies for you. Or are these the things? I was expecting the big humanoid ones or whatever. No? Maybe these aren't. I don't know. Oh, achievement. Trails in the mud. Disappear. There do seem to be 5 of them, so I guess these are the things. They don't seem that hard though. That one's dead already. Is that it? Are there any enemies up here? No. Let's bog off then. Wait, how do we teleport? There. Blum blum. I'm back, everyone. I did some cheese. Right in the Swiss hole. So you managed to defeat the Guardians, thank you so much. It's not a lot, but please accept this for your efforts. 5,000, that's a bunch. It's 5,000. And it wouldn't have been possible if not for my elegant combat skills here. I'm sure! You've become a lot stronger recently in such a short amount of time too. It's because of that damn arena on the first floor of the tower. Got like 5 levels there in 5 minutes. Really? Absolutely, of course you can't let that get to your head. You got plenty more growing to do, I'm sure you can become even stronger by following the example of Adol and his friends. Thank you, I will.
That's one down.
Oi, shut up, Durham. Wait, you were there actually, so I guess you can say it. I can bring the other person back into the party now, because we don't need the hammer of powering. Budding.